Hey, what's going on, Search? My bad, I'm a couple minutes late. Just basically, putting the final touches, on the, everything here, basically. But what's going on with you, fam? How you doing, everybody out there? Welcome, welcome. Come on in, sit down, stay a while, stay a while. I am Kami Nakomi and welcome to Kami Nakomi's World, people, your one-stop shop for sports and entertainment. You know what's crazy? I was just thinking the other day about I started this whole channel basically because of a book series that I really, really loved called Wheel of Time. And I was just like, dang, man, they haven't had a lot of info. They haven't had, I mean, I still haven't heard exactly when the release of the next episode is coming out, but of the TV series that they've made for the show, for the book series. But hey, it is what it is. I'm waiting for it. It's called The Wheel of Time. If you guys are out there and you want a great book series to read, it's tons of books. It's like 14 books, 15 if you count the prequel that Robert Jordan, the author, wrote. Great book series to go ahead and pick up if y'all have a chance. If y'all have a chance, y'all want to see it. Also, Amazon Prime put out released a TV series for that book series. It's called The Wheel of Time also, and it's cool to check out if you ever check it out. But if you ever do, please let me know what y'all think. But today we're not here to talk about The Wheel of Time. Unfortunately, I would love to talk about it, and I will one day. But hey, we're not here to talk about The Wheel of Time, baby. You know what it is. It's a lot going on in sports. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and get it up while I'm chatting up at my peoples. But it's a big day in sports. Yesterday was a big day in sports, and we're going to cover both of them. We're going to cover all the new events, and we're going to cover the Lakers preseason and what we're going to be looking forward to in the upcoming season. So guys, please bear with me, and here we go. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about, first thing we're going to talk about is the travesty, the debacle of a fantasy basketball draft that happened with my homeboy Dan, the Laker fans, fantasy basketball league. Man, I just gave like a $10 donation. That's basically what happened. I completely forgot about the draft. So I just woke up at like 1:00 in the morning, like, yo, didn't I have a draft? I'm like, oh, I violated. I sure enough straight up violated, yo. I was just like, man, dang. So I look at my team and I'm like, oh, got nothing but day-to-days and outs. I'm just like, son, I got all kind of people that I would have completely avoided. All the people that everybody stared around, that's what auto draft picked for me. But you know what? I never say die. I always basically try to put together the best team, and you got to work the waiver wire and do what you can. But unfortunately, that league has 20 people. That's the first time. Last year was the first time I've ever been in any league that had 20 people in it. So it's slim pickings out there. The lake is dry. They got to bring some fish in to drop in the lake for us, basically. So if you have anybody out there that you're looking for, I'm waiting to see who pops out in the NBA season this year, so I can scoop them up real quick and see if I could basically, get a fighter's chance, get a fighter's chance. I changed up the background a little bit. Let me know if you like it. You know what I'm saying? You see the Brooklyn basketball. Of course, you see the Brooklyn Nets, which I'm from Brooklyn, but at the same time, it's all Lakers. It's Lakers till I die. I got purple running through my veins, purple and gold running through my veins, baby. But over here, that's the New York Liberty. We're going to talk about them in a couple seconds. We're going to talk about them. But yo, I really appreciate y'all coming through. So I'm going to do what I can in that fantasy basketball league. I have another fantasy basketball league that at least, it has some less people. So it's going to be a little bit more, not as competitive, but Dan's leagues, competitive. You got to go out and get everybody. There's nobody left out there. All the rookies. I look for everybody. I look for Sar. I look for Ricochet. I look for Klingon. I look for of course, Edie was going. So I picked up Edie in my other league. So I'm looking forward to it. I hope we have a good time this year in the league. I think I did see a few episodes on Amazon. Okay, bad. That's what's up. Let me know if you liked it or not. But the book series is way better. of course, as usual, the book series is always better than the TV adaptations or the movie adaptations. But at the same time, the book series is you're not going to regret it. You're not going to regret it if you like fantasy, kind of sci-fi, fantasy, horror. Right up your alley. Right up your alley. Did the same thing. I did. I did get Victor. Oh, at least you got Victor, man. I got Halliburton. I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? I actually had Halliburton last year as my first round pick, and not that I regretted it, but at the same time, he didn't give me enough. That all he gave me was really just assists. He didn't he didn't blow nobody's socks off with with points or rebounds. I mean, he would get a little triple double here. I think he got maybe 1 or 2 triple doubles last year. I don't know, basically, but I needed somebody more robust. So my first round pick in my other basketball draft, I picked Anthony Davis. He was going to fill the stats as a category league. So go ahead and get him if you can. If there's any more leagues about to start, who knows? Let's see. Halliburton, he's a solid player. Especially if he stays healthy. He was hurt for a little bit, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, on to the next topic today, guys. Like I said, I'm from New York. So when the WNBA started back in 1997, I was actually living in Pennsylvania at the time. That's where my parents basically moved us when I was 15. And so I, was living in Pennsylvania when the WNBA started. So, of course, that's the closest team to us was New York with the New York Liberty. You know what I mean? So basically, I rooted for them. And I'm just so hurt right now because I would love to have on a New York Liberty Teresa Weatherspoon shirt. And that would definitely be the person that I would get. Teresa Weatherspoon, I'm a fan. But unfortunately, I'm kind of vain, and I wasn't really feeling the WNBA New York Liberty jersey back in 1997. I wasn't really feeling it. It wasn't my thing. The whole two-tone kind of thing, basically the black on top and the white. Wasn't really feeling it. But definitely right now, I'm gonna have to go get me oh God, why is her name escaping me right now? Jonquel Jones. I'm gonna have to go get me a Jonquel Jones jersey. Plain and simple. Absolutely. Yo, the Liberty have won their first championship, guys. First championship. That is, what did they say? 28 years? Something like that, 28 years since the WNBA began, and they're the last founding team to win a championship. So mad props to the Liberty. I watched that game. I watched at least several games of the series. It was definitely a tight race. Napheesa Collier is a beast. She has no love for nobody. She and Stewie actually played on the UConn Huskies team. They won 1 championship, and then Stewie left after winning 4 straight, and then that was when UConn took their slide. You know what I mean, basically. But Napheesa Collier is a beast. McBride is gangster, you know what I mean? So the Liberty was up against a lot, but Stewie did her thing. She was a solid veteran and experienced championship voice to push people towards what the goal was. God, my brain is freezing. Inescu. I'm gonna get her first name in a second. I don't know what's going on, but Inescu, she was a good point guard. I feel like they need an actual point guard there. I think they need to pick up an actual point guard in the free agency. The New York Liberty, because I feel like Inescu should be probably more so a shooting guard. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it has to be a very talented one. So we're gonna see that, and they're obviously not gonna be picking nowhere near first because they just won the chip, guys. They just won the chip. I'm so happy that the Liberty get to drop a banner. You know what I'm saying? I'm mad though that they didn't get to drop a banner while they were in Madison Square Garden. But you know what? They went with they have the owners of the Nets, so they're gonna get a chance to. They are playing currently in the Brooklyn Nets arena, which is Barclays Center, and I'm so happy that they're going to be able to hang a banner in Barclays Center. Unfortunately, they're going to hang that banner before the Nets. It just is what it is. It just is what it is. Sir said, I just sent Dan an email. Okay. I just came back. Moding. Okay, cool. Again, I feel you. Hey, Search is out here doing the Lord's work, and I so much appreciate you, yo. Shout out to Search and Destroy, one of the great mods. He's always on point, doing what he had, doing what he has to do with the team, with for several channels out there, basically. And so he does great work. Absolutely good guy or good person. Sorry, I'm not sure exactly, but I apologize for that. Good person. And shout out to Dan. Of course, I met Search on Dan's channel, or through Dan's channel. And all the people out there who are underneath the Dan the Laker fan tree and umbrella. You know what I'm saying? Great family, great basketball family, and of fans of the Lakers, right there in the Dan the Laker fan show. And him, thank you for your tutelage, sir. But the Liberty came through and won the championship in a hard-fought game. But the true person who was the hero of the night was Jonquel Jones. They had no answers for her. Nobody could stop her. I mean, she was bodying people out the way, and the refs was just like letting it go. You know what I mean? The refs was suspect regardless through the whole entire day. There were lots of calls that people had that people disagreed with. It was definitely a physical game. They let a lot of things slide. I mean, you could see the blood and scratches all over Nafisa Collier's arms. Her sleeve on her arm had blood on it. Her jersey had blood on it. Had to change that out later on. I saw Stewie with scratches on her. It was, I mean, it is what it is. That's basically just what it was going to be. You know what I mean? I mean, I've gotten scratched by guys. So, I mean, it is what it is. It's not like it's a girl thing. We was like turtling or nothing like that. Nobody does that. But playing good defense, sometimes you basically try to grab and you get a slice. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So it was a hard fought fight, hard fought game. But I mean, Jonquel Jones definitely was the hero of the game. She was solid. Nobody could stop her. She played 42 minutes out of the game. Of course, out the gate, you know, they were in the Liberty. The Liberty had the top record for the league. The Minnesota Lynx had the second highest record for the league. So the Liberty was gonna get home court advantage, and the fans were crazy. The fans were going crazy. So Minnesota did the right thing. They jumped out quick. They got the lead. You know what I mean? They went up 19-10 in the first quarter. They did what they had to do, but the Liberty started to wake up a little bit, and they outscored the Lynx by 2 in the second quarter, 17-15. But then the Liberty took that momentum into the third quarter, and they came roaring back, outscoring them by a double. So they scored 20-10, and then in the last final seconds, I mean, it was this tense as hell. I mean, Spike Lee was on his hands and knees on the floor like he was pleading to God and making promises that he can't keep. I mean, everybody was in the building. Angel Reese was in the building. Fat Joe was in the building. Jason Sudeikis. If y'all haven't watched Ted Lasso, please go out there. You're welcome. Please watch that on Apple TV. Ted Lasso. I wish that show didn't end. I hope that one day you're going to bring it back. But they came back and tied it up on a very, very controversial call, where it appears that Breonna Stewart did travel. She did the shuffle. She did the 1-2 shuffle. She was in New York, so she did the 1-2 shuffle. You know what I'm saying? And then she basically moved with the ball and went up with the ball. Homegirl was kind of leaning over her a little bit. So, I mean, hey, but at the same time, she leaned over and she made contact with her hand and the ball, which ball is the hand and the ball is a part of the ball. But at the same time, they called it a foul. it could have went as a non-call, but hey, as a person who was rooting for New York, I'm not gonna front. I say, yo, let them fight, let them play. I was just like, I'll take that foul. I'll take that foul. Respect the call. Respect the call. You know what I'm saying? That's the rules of the streets. You respect the call and let them basically take it. So they let Stewie go to the free throw line. She hits those two. She missed two a little bit before that, which had me shook. I was just like, wow, Stewie, you were supposed to be the voice of the champion in the locker room, and you basically missing free throws. You were lucky that Jonquel Jones was there basically to be that anchor for y'all, and Phoebich hit that shot right out the gate in overtime, because everybody was kind of shaky with Bambi legs, you know what I'm saying, until we solidified it. We got 7 points to their 2 in overtime, and boom, that's the math. We beat the Lynx 67-62. I'm saying we right now I don't specifically have a WNBA team that I am truly rooting for. I mean, I like some players on Liberty, but I haven't really had one that I have given my allegiance to. So I'm just covering the WNBA. I love basketball all around. I do have one WNBA jersey from back in the day that I bought at the NBA store. It is Tamika Catchings. She's a beast. I love Tennessee Pat Summitt. God rest her soul. She's one of my favorite coaches of all time, right up there with Gino. And Shamika Holtzclaw, Candace Parker, Tamika Catchings. I mean, she was just putting them out. This just gold jackets all around, gold jackets. I mean, I know Shamika Holtzclaw didn't get one, but man, I wish she would have kept. I don't know what happened to her, but hey, maybe I'll deep dive into that another time, and we'll come back and talk about it. But anyway, the Liberty got their championship. I think that is the first WNBA champion. I mean, and the first basketball championship in 51 years or something like that. I heard craziness. Knicks, you do better. Nets, don't nobody got no expectations, but Knicks, we got to see y'all. So not today, but I believe tomorrow they're gonna have the ticker tape parade on Broadway in New York City. I wish I was there. I was there during the 2007 ticker tape parade for not 2007. What year was that? Yeah, maybe it was 2007. 2007 Giants ticker tape parade after they beat the undefeated at the time Patriots. Thumb my nose at y'all. Anyway, okay, so yes, WNBA was absolutely great this year. I went into a deep dive, basically looking into what their the different teams where they are as far as drafting. I said before that the WNBA does just a straight up draft as far as record, like the NFL. No, they actually have a lottery, and unfortunately, I learned that the Chicago, which might end up being one of my teams. I'd like to see them build. I like the little core. I hope they bring back Kennedy Carter. She's a free agent this year, but the sky can match whoever basically offers her anything. Right now, she's over in China playing with Cardoza. I like it. I hope they basically get a little bit more chemistry, so Cardoza could be a little bit more of a problem in the middle, and Angel Reese work on her jumper. It's gonna be solid, man. It's gonna be solid. I might just have to start rooting for Chicago. You know what I mean? But we're gonna see. So, but they actually don't own I think Dallas has a rights to a pick swap for them. So I'm not exactly sure. I need to look into that. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna cover that, and what the WNBA offseason will look like. But also one more thing before I move on from the WNBA, something very, very interesting took place today. The WNBA. I'm not gonna have a graphic, unfortunately, to show you guys, but I want to read the actual statement. It broke today. The WNBPA, the WNBA Players Association Executive Committee and board player representatives vote to opt out of the 2020 CBA. So they said, you know what? We're gonna have to toss this certain contract, this current contract, guys, and we got to bring back, y'all got to come back to the table because we need things to change. We know what's coming, and we're not going to wait for y'all to line y'all pockets before we get some of it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Plain and simple. So they're asking for three things, definitely are emphasis in the upcoming years, that they have new economic model, which means better wages. The current max salary is $252,000 a year. Yeah, that needs to go up. Of course, for the star players, Ogumawali definitely needs that. I could see, right now she's a rookie, but obviously Keaton Clark gonna go above that. So they're building on it, but the big players, Asia Wilson makes that, I'm sure, you know what I mean? So, but the big players, they need to get their money up, and also the other players need to get their money up. I would love it if heck, I would love it if they would go from 70 right now, what they're making. I think 74 is what Angel said they're making. I would love it if they went from 70 to 100,000. I mean, that basically give them a $30,000 bump. You can't do that. Everybody at least makes as much as a good paying job, you know what I mean? So that's not that bad. Also, they want professional standards, better facilities. I could imagine that also entails transportation, you know what I mean? But better facilities around each one of the teams provide a proper facility for them to train and practice in. I'm not sure what some people do, but if they have the ability to skirt the system and skirt the rules and buck the system and put these people in a Y to practice, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, hey, that's how billionaires become billionaires, and they're able to actually own sports teams. But last and not least, I'm glad that they put this in here. Cheryl Swoops mentioned that when she was on the Angel Reese show, and she said that they would like to also an expansion to lifelong benefits, just like a pension just like there's a pension for the NBA of their veterans, they would like to secure something like that for the WNBA because they play just as hard. I'm not exactly sure what kind of what the benefits entail, but there definitely should be at least something that assists these ladies in their time while they're in there and they've built this league to be what it is. We should be able to be taking care of them on the back end. It's crazy. I was just watching the game last night and I saw Sue Wicks, and Sue Wicks, of course, she was on the original Liberty team with Teresa Weatherspoon and Rebecca Lobo, and she was out there rooting on the team. She was there, Teresa was there, and they were this pushing them and rooting them on to a championship. And I'm glad and proud that they were able to be there for that. But I just thought to myself when I saw her, I was just like, I wonder if the WNBA is taking care of her. Those are the backs, the sweat, the blood, the tears, that the flights, the travel. Who knows if they definitely was on commercial. And Sue Wicks is not a small woman, you know what I mean? But they had to toil through all of whatever came at them to build something, and now the WNBA is in a place where they can now truly reap what they have sown, and it should be a way to also pay back the players that built this. You know what I mean? I know people like Cheryl Swoops might not need it. Lisa Leslie might not need it. Candace Parker definitely doesn't need it, but at the same time, there are a lot of other players, role players on those teams that you don't remember their names, that will definitely need the help, and it'll be a good thing for them to get it. You know what I mean? So, right. Exactly. You know what I mean? Search said the problem is they lost 40 million this year, so the owners tripping. I mean, it wasn't on the players. The players did their part. The owners and their marketing and their advertisement completely shit the bed on this. Completely. It was just like the fans knew. The fans sold it out the second that the teams were decided, the second that these players found a home in the WNBA. they should have brought in, I don't know who right now is running their marketing, but they need new people. They need new people. I mean, plain and simple. They need to figure it out. So yes, search. Definitely. I hope they straighten it out very soon. You know what I mean? So good luck to them. I hope they get that all handled in the next year before the next season starts. But you know, I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will, because they definitely don't want to start out the second year of Caitlin Clark in a lockout. That'll be the wackest ish I've ever seen in my life. That would just show you that basically we can't get our shit together. And of course, they're gonna say, see, women. It's not even only women in the room. Stupid. Anyway, yeah, Kamala won't say stupid, but I'll call you stupid if that's what you is. Anyway, all right, moving right along. Before I go into the Lakers, also I want to talk about the upcoming World Series. I will say this: I do have a dog in the fight with this one. Although I rep my LA people, I give y'all props. But it's Yankees till we die. Come on, baby. I can be walking around here with, with Dodger stuff on. It's funny because I'm looking at a Dodger hat right over there, but it says Brooklyn on it, and that's what it is. It's a Brooklyn Dodgers hat. So anyway, you know what I mean? But well, actually, it's just a Brooklyn hat, plain and simple. But if it's any team going to the World Series, I'll see what team it is, and you might be like, just check in and see what the scores are, see if somebody's getting pummeled or if they're actually making it a fight. But when my Yankees are in it, F everybody else. I'm sorry. I hope the Dodgers go down. If y'all win, no doubt, clap it up. But I hope y'all go down. It is what it is, yo. We haven't had a Dodger Yankee series, I heard, since 81. That's a lot of years. It's a lot of years. So I'm looking forward to this. It's gonna be fun. The number one player in the league versus the number two player in the league, pretty much the NL and the AL MVPs. Best teams on either coast, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but hey, it is what it is. But it's gonna be a knockdown, drag out fight, and I'm looking forward to it. Unfortunately, in the next coming days, I'm gonna, more so familiarize myself with the. I mean, I've been following the Yankees as far as following the records, seeing how where it's going. As long as we're over the Red Sox, everything else is gravy. But of course, the Yankees, they got Judge. Judge is knocking it out the park for the past 2 years or 3 years. Maybe he's been with the Yankees. The first year I think he got hurt, but last year he was trying to break a record. This year he looked like he was trying to break a record. And so, hey, great team. And of course, Shohei Ohtani. I might have messed that up, but at the same time, he's out there like a unicorn. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be a great World Series. Cheers to the victors. All right. The Yankees will. We don't kneel. It's gonna crease our Timbs, baby. It's not. We never gonna kneel. It'll put a crease right in our brand new butters, man. Nah, we can't do that. No. Anyway, but I will come back and speak on that when the games begin. I believe later on this week. Is it later on this week? Anyway, I'll get back to that. But I want to also talk about my Lakers before we go. Hey. And so we find ourselves here again, ladies and gentlemen. Our Lakers endeavor upon another journey of 82 games to reach. The Lakers look terrible, sadly. What? You tripping, bro. You tripping. Go find a rally, the smaller rally down the road. That's all I'm going to say. Yo, no. the Lakers absolutely look definitely very, very promising to me this year. And that's not just with me being a homer. Nah, son. Sorry. We're definitely not garbage. We're definitely not garbage. The same team that got to the play that unfortunately because of some injuries and bad coaching, we took a dip after the in-season tournament, and we were already at 5 in the league. We were already at 5 in the West Coast in the Western Conference, and we went back to the playoffs. And then I swear most pundits would agree with this, that if we weren't playing the Denver Nuggets in the first round of the playoffs, we would have gone further in the playoffs. And we actually were close and in the lead through most of those games. Obviously, when your talent is there and you can't close, that's coaching. That's coaching. It's okay. Everybody can't agree on everything, baby, but it's cool. I feel very, very optimistic about this upcoming season. People are healthy. Of course, I wish that we would have another center. I wish we had a big center. I wish we didn't have to wait until possibly wait until trade season, trade deadline to do this. I wish that we could do something like a Harden. He was traded within the first 10 games of the season. I mean, why can't we do something like that? I know it would be forcing it basically, and you need to apply the pressure, and you get your leverage up so you could get a decent deal with because how they do the Lakers. But at the same time, I feel like we will eventually get a center. Even the coach JJ, he agrees, and it's something that obviously all the Laker fans out there since 2020 has seen, and it's like, yeah, Anthony Davis at the 4, a center in the middle just to catch lobs and block everything in the middle. It's a great recipe. So I mean, if we could get that going, that'll be great. I think we got the shooting. I think we got ball handlers. I feel definitely it would be nice if we had. I'm gonna start going over players one by one. Kessler would be nice. Walker Kessler would be great. I would really love that. Even Valanciunas, but I'd rather Walker Kessler. I don't need, or Nick Richards. I don't need someone like like a Valanciunas who's only really good for points and rebounds in a regular season, and he basically we played him off the floor last season ourselves in the play-in tournament, in the play-in. And I'm sorry, I don't care. The NBA could change the rules all they want. They were 7th, and 7th is a solid playoff spot, period. It should be a playoff spot. This whole play-in thing, you're making your extra money, but at the same time, give the people what they earn. Give the people what they earn. To my Lakers. Okay, so I'm going to go through the roster right now as I see it. You go to the depth chart, and I'm going to talk about each one of these players and how I feel about them. I feel like real quick, just to finish off with JJ, the new coach. I feel like that is definitely an upgrade. I feel like the players are at least currently happy with the fact that they have some structure, and they have, I guess, plays that they see to be a little bit more useful in this current playing style that the NBA has right now. I feel like obviously rebounds come from want to and will, and if your coach is giving you the right thing to do, or telling you the right thing to do, and encouraging you to do it, I feel like we're definitely going to succeed this year with crashing the boards, getting our rebounds, putting up some more threes, because we need to be more competitive at that point. Hopefully we can cut down on the turnovers, and I will go over something that definitely the first person I'm going to go over is the one that I feel like is going to be an issue with that. If we could do all that, I feel like we could definitely go far this season. Not saying championship, but get us in the championship, and I think anything can happen. That's all I'm going to say. First dude on that I'm looking at right now, we're going to go over the starters first. Of course, we're going to go over the starters. D'Angelo Russell. That dude. I swear to you, D'Angelo Russell, I don't think I think he thinks he's slick. He think he's slick. I'm gonna tell you exactly how I feel about D'Angelo Russell. I feel like my man is coming through and trying to act as though he's not that good. That's what he does every single season. He starts off the season very lackadaisical. He's doing this bunny hop jump shot that I'm just like, who does a shot like that? No one who's serious about making a shot takes a jump shot like that. He does like has his knees bent when he's up in the air. And I'm just like, what kind of shit is that? You're never on balance. The shot is going all over the goddamn place. It's like you're purposely trying to lower your value so that we can't trade you early. And then when it comes time before trade season happens, or after the trade happens, then you're gonna up your ability, but you're still gonna fade and go into nowhere, D-Lo, because you're not a playoff person, and we need a playoff person. And maybe it might not even need to be a point guard that we need the playoff person. Although I feel like push come to shove, we could get Reeves in the point guard spot. And I mean, hey, Reeves and Braun are the people who run the point in the end of the game anyway. It is what it is. He's already out there, and he's guarding the best play, the at least the second or third best player out there, Reeves. D-Lo, you guard nobody. We can't trust you with even making threes now. You are useless. So I can't wait for us to come up off you, son. And I hope we come up off you. We drop you and another player, get a center back, and we have an open spot. And then we could basically maybe do some things. Either maybe take Oliveri on as a full-time player, or maybe get another point guard. It is what it is. I can't wait for this to be end. I can't wait for this saga to end. Some people are just leeches. And I feel like, D-Lo, you're becoming a leech. I don't feel like you have any kind of use or worth for us anymore. I mean, you're better than nobody. That's basically what you are, D-Lo. Yes, rough. I don't care. Next, Austin Reeves. Hey, Lemon Daddy. I mean, hey, I've said it already. I feel like if he continues to increase his abilities, I feel like there's and win a championship, there's no reason, or couple championships. I say you got to win at least 2 championships for the Lakers to get your name up there, period. So, Bron, you want to see a 23 in the rafters? You got to win at least another. You got to at least get on damn. My brain is just freezing on names. My gosh. Paul Gasol. You got to at least get on Paul Gasol's level to get your name up there, or to get a statue outside. You tripping, homie. You got to at least get 3 for that. You got to at least get 3 for that. Anyway, I digress. Austin Reeves, obviously keeper. He's not going nowhere. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Court vision, IQ, got the shot, sells out on defense. He'll take charge. He'll dive on the floor for loose balls. You don't pick that guy up from nowhere. That person, somehow we found him on the street like a dollar bill. We dusted it off. We put it in our pocket, and he turned out to be 100. Just needed to brush off a little bit of dust, baby. Just need to brush off a little bit of dust. Rui, I like to keep Rui. I would love to keep Rui, even though I feel like sometimes people feel like he is repetitive. He is, like just like a what's the word? God, I'm drawing a blank. He's repetitive as far as for with Braun, because they have pretty much the same kind of body shape. Braun is just Braun. He's a freight train. Nobody can stop him on his way in. But Rui is a great shooter, and I think if he applies himself, he definitely can up his scoring a little bit. He's definitely going to up his rebounds this year. Shout out to anybody who picked Rui in the fantasy league. So I think he's going to be a great player this year, and I would hate to see him go. But if we're deciding to swing for the fences, I don't know which person that is, and I hope that it's a person that actually fits with the team when that time comes. But if we throw Rui into any kind of deal with Russ, I hope we get somebody really, really good. You know what I mean? But I would like to hold on to Rui as long as we can. Next person, of course, next two, I'm not even going to basically talk about long time. Start off with LeBron James, of course. Great, all-time great. Definitely always have a chance to be in any kind of game with LeBron James on the floor and not too tired. But he's getting old. Can't do this for another the last 2 years. This is the last hurrah. This year and next year, Bron. And I'm not saying that I'm looking forward to seeing you go, but at the same time, sooner or later, the team got to turn the page. so we could get our next star in. I mean, and you understand that, of course. I doubt you got to see live your dream personally. You're personally right now currently living your dream, and the Lakers were a partner in that. I know that I'm hoping that rather than I know that you're not going to take advantage of us. Let me lick my lips. I'm sorry, I'm kind of dry right now. Anthony Davis, though. I already said I drafted him my first pick in the draft because I truly believe that this year is going to be a great year for Anthony Davis. He's coming out. He looks like he's mad. He's playing mad. I'm not sure if JJ was telegraphing that whole entire idea. He had it he put it out into the ether, and somehow Anthony Davis caught it. They caught it through the grapevine that he didn't even put him on the defensive player of the year. It made him so angry. He's going to turn himself into the MVP of the league. I don't know if that's going to happen. I like to believe that he's going to be in the conversations, and I hope that he is, but I don't want your pity defensive player of the year now. I'm just going to do this for the culture. I'm just going to take my Lakers and go ahead and go win me a championship. That looked like exactly what kind of time Anthony Davis is on. He's going to take all his frustration out on everybody who's going to step in front of him. Give that man 38 minutes. I want to see what's going on that game. Backups. Gabe Vincent, I hope that he does a lot better this year. I hope that he's fully healthy, and I feel like he's definitely, getting into the swing of things. Max Christie, I'm glad he's going to get a lot more time this year on the floor. Jared Vanderbilt out for at least another 2 weeks before I guess he starts to ramp up. That's the last information that I heard. We have also Jackson Hayes is our current backup center. I hope that sooner or later we're gonna, throw him in that deal. Maybe not. They're probably going to keep him just in case. But we also, we have other people that we're hoping to be able to play. But Jackson is currently healthy. So, hey, Jackson, you go ahead and do your thing. This is for the next contract, bro. This is your contract year. So I hope you and I hope Reddish and I hope Wood, I hope y'all come through and y'all destroy. I hope that y'all destroy. Think of this year. Don't think of this year. This year is a contract year. So here we go. Away we go. Cam Reddish. He was playing some good defense in the preseason. So I really think that it was good. I still always cringe, though, if he puts a shot up. I'm surprised when it goes in. He can't finish around the rim personally. So throw as many of these dudes into the. I mean, I know you need bodies, and I guess Cam Reddish is a better body than a Hood Shafino or whatever, basically out there as far as defense. Hood Shafino plays okay defense, you know what I mean? He's still young and he hasn't really been out there, so he needs to, he needs reps. But Cam Reddish, I guess, is okay to hold on to. I just want to see what kind of package we put together to get somebody in here. You know what I mean? Not even going to mention Maxwell Lewis. He's going to be G League and bench player, come out when we actually need somebody out there. Hood Shafino, I hope that we give him more time to develop. Absolutely, Serge. Cam plays decent defense. Braun at his age is still great. Absolutely. Rui isn't bad and has his moments. He does. So those are, Cam everybody has their attributes. Cam definitely provides defense. I just don't want to see him play any kind of offense. That's that person who's like, oh, thank you, but no thank you. So anyway, and we also have our young guys. Of course, we have Bronny James. People just to get him out the way, guys. A lot of people are just like, oh yeah, he's gonna go straight to the D League. I don't know about that. He has a full contract, and Bron is probably gonna want to keep his son close. People are gonna basically. That's the same reason why they was just like, yeah, don't draft him. He's not gonna play for you. So I'm not mad at it at all. And I think that he might actually just be one of those dudes that, is just going to sit on the bench and never go in unless we're up or we're down. And that's fine with me. He plays good defense. He's starting to get a little bit of confidence up. You know what I mean? You never know anybody could turn out to be anybody, who knew what the hell Austin Reeves was going to be? You know what I mean? The other draft pick, our first round draft pick, Dalton Connect. Now, I have him in the thumbnail, guys. I am very excited to have him. He looks like he's going to be, it's going to be once Austin gets his shot going, Dalton got his shot going right now. I feel like when they both have their shot going, it's going to be crazy out there. Dalton is, I hope that Dalton at least gets somewhere around 15 to 20 minutes a game. Maybe not 20. Start off at least at 15, though. Don't let me see like 8 minutes. I mean, I know we need to win, but he's going to be a big part of that. So we need to go ahead and start integrating him. He already has that confidence. He already knows that he belongs here, and he's just going to do nothing but get better. And so we can't stifle his growth at all. They'll connect. I'm getting your jersey as soon as I can, bro. Can't as soon as I can. Absolutely. Wood, Christian Wood, currently he is hurt. I'm thinking maybe it's another 3 weeks or 2 weeks now until he gets another chance. So I'm thinking that maybe Christian Wood and Vanderbilt, we might have both of them coming back at the same time or around the same time. They both start their ramp up, but we're gonna see. I think Christian Wood is on schedule to start his ramp up earlier though than Vanderbilt. But I'm looking forward to it. I don't know if Jalen Hood-Schifino even sees the court as much as Bronny does. That's a damn shame. Max Christie, you're probably going to bench warm also. Christian Coloco, I'm hoping to see him soon. I heard that any day now is what the Lakers are waiting for. His okay and his green light from the league. So I hope to see him and see what he can offer. I heard he's not amazing at offense, but at the same time, he's definitely a high flyer and gives you a lot of energy. I would love to see that, but at the same time, I hope he's has a little bit more, body to him than Jackson Hayes, or what's the point? You know what I mean? So anyway, Max Christie, yeah, I talked about him, talked about everybody there. Okay, so overall, I feel really good about the season, guys. I mean, I know Serge definitely is just joshing me, but at the same time, I mean, maybe he really do feel that way. But it's okay. Either way, I'm a Laker fan. I have heard it before. Heard it all before. All of your lies, all of your sweet talk, baby this, baby that. Your lies ain't working, though. Your lies ain't working. That's all I got to say. Anyway, so I'm looking forward to a great season from my Lakers. A great offseason for the WNBA. All respect due to the Dodgers, but the Yankees are coming home with it, baby. The Yankees are coming home with that gold trophy with all those pennants around it. Yeah, I mean, come on. It's not gold. I don't know. Is it silver? Whatever it is, it's ours. We're gonna put another one up there. You know how many we got? We got 27. 27 chip. We got 27 chips, and they already, Steinbrenner already basically dusted off the spot for 28. Come on now, you know what it is. Annie up. I'm dying with them. Exactly. Whatever happens, still our team. Hey, not mad at you, man. So, but anyway, I think it's gonna be a great season. Starts off tomorrow. The Lakers against the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's gonna be a good matchup right now, currently. And let me do this first. Sorry, guys. Yeah. First off, on tomorrow's schedule is the Knicks versus the Celtics. They're going to be in Boston. It starts at 7:30 on TNT, and then the doubleheader on TNT is the Wolves versus the Lakers at home in the Staples Center. I know a lot of people looking forward to that. Definitely Dalton Connects looking forward to that. I can't wait to hear what they shout out when he hits shots. It's gonna be crazy. But it's gonna be a good vibe. I feel it's gonna be a really good vibe in the Staples Center, and I hope to continue to just build off of that. Just keep on building. It's all good. I'm a horrible speller. You straight. No word. I never have to worry about that with me. But everybody, thank you so much. I'm just gonna look in real quick on the NFL, see what the scores are like. There's 2 games going on right now simultaneously. The Cardinals are up on the Chargers 7-1. 7-6, and the Ravens are shellacking the Buccaneers 34-16. Although Baker Mayfield just threw a touchdown to Rashid Rice. Damn, I'm playing somebody who has Rashid Rice in their fantasy league. But it seems as though James Conner is actually running pretty well this evening. So I'm gonna see what's going on with that. But everybody, take care of yourself, please. Thank you, Serge, for coming through. I really appreciate the company, my man. Absolutely makes it a time. A time was had, and a time will be had this upcoming NBA season. Shout out to all y'all people out there. I'm hoping to maybe do some Knicks basketball. My brother's a big Knicks fan, so I'm hoping to do some Knicks basketball. Also, please let me go ahead and give me 2 seconds. Let me drop the playback link in the chat. Go ahead and follow me. I will be doing some playback games, and I will let y'all know when I do. Here it is, in case anybody comes through and sees the game, sees the chat. Go ahead and look at the playback. I will definitely also put that in the notes of the video. Thank you so much though for coming out, guys. Take care of yourselves. Have a good night, and may you always find water and shade, and may your shot always stay wet. Peace out, y'all.